Okay, so we're out here today going to look for some carnivorous plants. The state of Florida actually has anywhere from 30 to 40 different species of carnivorous plants, having the most diverse amount of carnivorous plants in all of the United States. So hopefully we should be able to find a couple out here, but we're going to go out into the middle of basically nowhere off this highway to look for some carnivorous plants. So let's get going. Right, so we are, if I'm correct, here. We're there. We are going out here to look for them. I am gonna blur out that name because I don't want people coming out here and disturbing an endangered species. Come on, just watch out for snakes. Yes, getting left behind. No, I highly doubt it was animals. Pretty sure it was people. What? Yeah. What? What? We'll be fine. We're about to go into open field. See, all this should be human. It's been raining the past few weeks, so hopefully we should see some form of life out here. Okay, I'll turn the camera back on whenever I find something interesting. We'll be back. Okay, I found something interesting. Um, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I think it is. Looks like a natural hibiscus. Yeah, I think so. Beautiful. Yeah, it's a little spiky, so be careful. But that's nice. Haven't seen that before out here. We do have natural orchids too, which I'm pretty sure that's what those purple flowers are that we're seeing. Same with those little yellow ones. I'm pretty sure those are orchids also. The little purple ones, right? No, no, the other one. It's like a four leaf or four. Um, Pretty sure we got to go more out that way because that's the cypress dome right there. You can kind of see it, and that's very interesting because the taller trees are going to be in deeper water versus the shorter trees will be in shallower water. And it's not like they're sitting in water, but the soil itself is drenched in water. That purple flower is the Florida orchid, if I'm correct. If I remember correctly, this, if my camera will focus, other way, is the Florida orchid. If I remember correctly, and there's another one right over there. I'm trying to get the camera to focus actually. Let me zoom in. Right there. Which one? Oh, nice. Okay, let's go over there. Let me zoom out. There, follow me. The grass is really tall here. Trying not to find a new friend. Look at that. Yeah, it was a spider. It's fine.
Oh, look at that.
That's beautiful. I'll do research on what these are too, because I'm not 100% sure on what these are. I'm not a botanist, so yeah, that's beautiful. There's another one way out there. You want to try and get it to it? Straight ahead out there, which yeah. Let's cut back to the left. Then we'll work our way out that way. I'm not finding any pictures. Could be due to how hot it is right now. Even though spring is the best time for pitcher plants and carnivorous plants, that's when they grow the best. Native plants here, they actually have to go through a freezing time zone or a um, dormancy period where they freeze and pretty much all the pitchers and the flowers die off and they'll shrivel up and leave the rhizome behind and will then regrow back during spring just as big or bigger. Yeah, we need to go out that way because we're getting closer to the Cypress Dome. If I remember correctly, they're right across from the Cypress Dome. Little tiny tree. Another one of these really pretty flowers. Looks like probably some form of boar or animal sleeping out here. Let's go this way. Probably a deer came through here once too. Um, technically. Yeah, I see him. I'm not seeing any pictures though, which is disappointing. Or any butterworts. Oh god. This is softer here. You okay? Yeah, careful not to step on the center of the plants because it's kind of hard on the center. Is that some right there?
What?
Here, let me go. Look. A lot of spiders out here. No. These are really cool, actually. I'm pretty sure these are gopher apples, which is pretty cool. So gophers actually eat those. Gopher apples, if I'm correct. They're not edible for us, but they're edible for gopher tortoises. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They'll actually eat that. Usually you'll find those during or near pine trees. I'll probably do a video more towards gophers later on. Um, God, these flowers are everywhere. They weren't here last time I was out here. But you can better see that cypress dome now. See how it's curved. The camera stopped focusing on my hand. Ooh, butterfly disappeared. Flew away. Really cool butterfly. Yeah, that's cool. Pollinating. And, okay. It's probably way too late into the season. That might be why I'm not seeing too many carnivorous plants, because I'm not even seeing dracaeras, which are usually close to the floor. They usually are covering all of this, and I'm not seeing any at all. Yeah, we might. Yeah, we're still close to the highway though. Last time I remember, we went out there. If you're comfortable with still walking through here, yeah, we can. Okay, let's continue. Step closer together. Okay. Pitcher plants are pretty obvious out here. They're usually white and purpley, but I'm not seeing anything. Hmm. Seeing a lot of flower growth out there. Let's go that way. It's probably the same as what these are, which I'm not 100% sure what those are. So, there we go. Flatter field. Yeah, all of this should be covered in Dracaeras. There's some sphagnum moss actually down here, right there, but not finding any carnivorous plants. Found one.
I need to make a shadow.
Yeah, I got it. So, actually, if you can move.
All the way?
Yeah. So that I'm in the shadow, causing shadow. That right there is a Drosera capillaris. So that one's a little carnivorous plants. They have these sticky little nodes on them. I'll put more information on there. Um, on the side, a picture of a closer one, and there we go. That's what we wanted right here. I know. I'm gonna go to them next. That one's beautiful, and you can see actually a jumping spider on there right now. Just went onto the other side of that fold. But that is old growth versus new growth, and then clearly old growth. I'm gonna actually get some videos of this one over here. So carnivorous plants are actually very important because they, and there's another type actually right here too. It's not a pitcher, it's actually, I want to say it's a bladderwort or butterwort, but we do have some other pitcher plants here. These are the Florida pitchers. And as I was saying, there's another species of carnivorous plant right here. That one, actually, all the way down side of here, will have a form of leaf that is actually gonna be sticky. I'm gonna see if I can find a better one. It looks like all this dry leaf is covering the main body. I might have to just put a picture up later of what that looks like. But I'm actually happy we found these. Step around. Yeah, that's amazing. Just trying to avoid stepping on any of these. Gorgeous. So carnivorous plants are actually very important because they help controlling certain um, insect populations and bug populations um, in the natural habitat. The problem is they are endangered due to the overpopulation and, or sorry, overpollution and the overpopulation of humanity actually causing us to take away land from them and causing them to have less territories. These guys require very specific environments where there's no nutrients. So all of this, under all of this grassland, is just sand and clay. There's no nutrients at all. So they pull their nutrients from eating insects, which benefit keeping certain species under control. But since we're losing a lot of these carnivorous plants, um, it causes more insects like mosquitoes, hornets, bees, and certain spiders to actually get out of control. So we got to really focus on conserving these. You shouldn't touch them; they are endangered. So they are protected species. They shouldn't be collected, shouldn't be touched. There are some in the hobby or in the planting hobby that you can keep. There are hybrids that are bred specifically for keeping. They aren't taken from the wild. So it was actually nice that we found some. So we're gonna head back, um, and I'll actually put some photos of each one with more information, their genus, species. These are Sarracenia. Um, I forget what the bladderworts and the butterworts are. I'll have a photo of those two on there. But we're gonna head back. Say hello. Okay. Okay, so we are wrapping it up actually now. We just made it to the car. Um, So on my way back, I just double checked some research, and actually, the flowers that we found with the Sarracenia was actually produced by the Sarracenia. So that's actually really rare. Certain utricularias actually produce similar flowers, so that's why I thought it was the same. I couldn't find that base, but I'm gonna go home, do some more research, add some more photos, and edit this. So y'all have a good one. See you later.